Hello, I am Daniel Ionita, and I'm here to present to you a beautiful volume, Romanian poetry from its origins to the present, beautifully rendered by the Australian Romanian Academy Publishing. About a year ago, I was talking to you about Testament, 400 years of Romanian poetry, produced by Minerva Publishing in Bucharest, which won the Antoaneta Aralian Prize for Translation, awarded by the Gaudeamus Book Fest, the biggest book fair international book fair in Romania last year. Excellent volume covering all of Romanian poetry from its origins to the present in 1,152 pages. But this is only available in Romania. So what we've done is, through the Australian Romanian Academy, present to you this volume, which is similar with some changes in the way that it presents the same breadth and width and depth of Romanian poetry from its origins. The poetry before there were poets, the Miorița Ballad, Metropolitan Dosoftei in the 17th century to the contemporary poets, as well as Romanian poets which are perhaps less covered in Romania who live abroad, such as poets in Romanian poets living in Canada or in the US, Australia, New Zealand, and of course poets from the Republic of Moldova, from Bessarabia as well. 1,186 pages, 442 poets, about 700 poems. I never quite bothered to count them. It's a huge book, this baby. In fact, it's close to the weight of a human baby, 2.3 kilos. Well, it might be on the lighter side if it were human, but it's a huge book. And available now for everyone around the world, from the US to Canada to Australia, New Zealand, to the UK, to Germany, to Japan, to Djibouti, if you like. Everywhere you can get it. In Australia we have a special deal with Eurogrocer. You can get it through them, 20% off, and it's just a gem, if I may say so myself. Everyone you expect to be there is there, and then some. Of course, the classics. And as I said, before the classics, we start with the beginning of Romanian poetry, as well as the usual suspects, such as Nicolae Labiș or Nikita Stănescu, or Adrian Ponescu, Nora Iuga, Ileana Mănânțoiu, Leonid Dimov, Ana Blandiana, etc., etc. Everyone, Tudor Arghezi, and as well as, we haven't forgotten the avant-gardists, the modernists, people such as Max Bleher or Tristan Tzara or Benjamin Fontaine, Ion Vina. And of course we have taken a punt on younger poets, on poets who you may or may not have heard of, but you certainly will, because they are exceptional poets. Some of them, as I said, from over the Prut River in Bessarabia. Some of them from the other side, from the western side, from Romania. Bilingual, Romanian English, the texts mirror each other. They are witness to each other, if you like. And Romanian poetry lovers who also know English, or vice versa, they can judge for themselves the quality of the translation. And I'm really thankful to my colleagues, to Eva Foster, to Dr. Adriana Paul, to Professor Dania Reno, who have helped me make this volume what it is. I'm also very thankful to to Martin Langford, Australian poet and publisher, who penned the preface to this volume, as well as to our own Alex Ștefănescu, my friend, critic and historian of Romanian literature, who's given us an inside view from inside Romanian, the soul of Romanian poetry. Now, Cristina Dumitrescu did an amazing job in the layout, as you can see. It's just a masterful presentation, if I may say so myself. And she also did an absolutely exceptional job with this cover, with the cover. Now, it is big, it is beautiful, but that's what they always say, don't they? Joking aside, I hope you will get to enjoy this. It is available on Amazon, it is available on the Book Depository, it is available on Barnes & Noble in the US and other platforms. In your own country, you may search for it, Romanian Poetry from its origins to the present. I hope some of you will get to enjoy it. I certainly will.